Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. If you are new to this channel, do consider subscribing it for future updates. Today's advertisement is on Sikkim Public Service Commission (SPSC). This notification was released on 5th of December 2025 and is for filling up of 9 posts of sub-inspector in Excise. It falls under pay matrix level 12. Candidates can apply for this examination from their official website, that is www.spscskm.gov.in. In today's video, we will be discussing post vacancies, educational qualification, age limit, application fee, schemes of examination, syllabus, and physical standard tests and physical efficiency tests. Now for distribution of post vacancies. For unreserved, we have 1 post. For Putia Lepcha, we have 1 post. For other backward class central list, we have 1 post. For other backward classes state list, we have 1 post. For scheduled tribe Limbu and Tamang, we have 1 post. For scheduled caste, we have 1 post. For primitive tribe, we have 1 post. For MBC state list, we have 1 post. For weaker section of society WSS, we have 1 post. Like mentioned before, in total we have 9 posts for the post of sub-inspector in Excise. Now for date to remember, last date for submission of application is 31st of January 2026. Now for educational qualification, the candidate must hold a bachelor degree from a recognized university. For age limit, the candidate should not be less than 18 years of age and not more than 30 years of age. Age will be calculated till 31st of January 2026. And now other qualification requirement is should have known of any of the state languages, should be conversant with the customs and usages of Sikkim. And now other mandatory documents required are candidate must be in possession of either Sikkim subject certificate or certificate of identification issued by the competent authority under relevant orders of the state government. Category certificate issued by the competent authority of the government of Sikkim. No objection certificate from the head of department in case of employed candidate. Should have valid local employment card issued by the appropriate authority of the government of Sikkim. Marital status certificate for female candidate in case of married woman candidate. COI or SSC of husband should be enclosed. Now for physical measurement and physical standard test. For male candidate, the minimum height requirement is 5 feet by 4, and for chest it is 32, and minimum weight is 50 kgs. For female candidate, the minimum height requirement is 5 feet, and for chest it is not applicable for female candidate. The minimum weight requirement is 45 kgs. Now for the schemes and pattern of the written examination along with the syllabus can be downloaded from the official website, that is Sikkim Public Service Commission. Now for the schemes of examination, we have 3 stages. The first is preliminary examination, and the second is physical endurance test, and in third we have men's examination. For preliminary examination, we will have 1 paper, that is paper A, which will contain general studies and comprehension, reasoning, attitude, and mental ability. For general studies, it will be multiple choice question, which will be qualifying in nature. The total marks is 150 and the time allocated will be 2 hours. And we also have comprehension, reasoning, aptitude, and mental ability, which will be multiple choice question and is also qualifying in nature. The total marks is 150 and the total time allocated will be 2 hours. Once we clear preliminary examination, we will be called for physical endurance test, which will be scoring in nature. The total marks is 100. Once we clear preliminary examination and physical endurance test, we will be eligible to appear for the men's examination. The men's examination will contain 2 papers, that is paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will have English and General Studies, which will be subjective as well as multiple choice question. Also scoring in nature. The total marks allocated is 200 and the total time is 3 hours. And in paper 2 we have General Studies 2, which will be of multiple choice question and is also scoring in nature. The total marks is 200 and the total time allocated is 3 hours. Now syllabus for preliminary examination, that is paper A, we have general studies and comprehension, reasoning, aptitude, and mental ability. For general studies, it contains current events of national and international importance, history of India and Indian national movement, Indian and World Geography, Physical, Social, Economic Geography of India and the World, Indian Polity and Governance, that is Constitution, Political System, Panchayati Raj, Public Policy, Right Issues, etc. And Economic and Social Development, Sustainable Development, Poverty Inclusion, Demographics, Social Sector Initiatives, etc. General Issues on Environment, Ecology, Biodiversity and Climate Change, General Science and General Maths. For comprehension, reasoning aptitude, and mental ability, we have comprehension, interpersonal skills including communication skills, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, basic mental ability, basic numeracy, that is numbers and their relations, order of magnitude, etc. Data interpretation, that is charts, graphs, tables, date sufficiency, etc. For mains examination, we have two papers, that is paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1, we have English and General Studies, which includes comprehension, precis writing, usage and vocabulary, short essay, Sikkim history, geography, heritage and culture, and current affairs, environment, biodiversity and disaster management, Indian polity, social justice and international relations. And for paper 2, it contains Geography of India and the World, Salient Features of Indian Society and Social Issues in India, Indian Economy and International Economics, General Maths, General Science and Computer Knowledge, that is Excel sheet and Word. Now for physical efficiency tests, remember qualification norms will be different for both male and female candidate. Firstly, we have 100-meter race. For male candidate, the minimum duration is 16 seconds, and for female candidate, the minimum duration is 19.5 seconds. Once you cross the time limit, you will be considered failed and disqualified. Now, for 1500-meter race, the minimum qualifying norms for the male candidate is below 8 minutes, and for female candidate, it is before 9.5 minutes. Once you cross the time limit, you will be considered failed and disqualified. Now for high jump, remember both male and female candidates will be given 3 chances to jump above the minimum requirement. The minimum jump requirement for male candidate is 1.10 meters and for female candidate it is 0.85 meters. Candidates unable to jump the minimum requirement of height will be considered failed and disqualified. Now for long jump, both male and female candidates will be given maximum 3 chances to cross the minimum length requirement. For male candidate it is 3.60 meters and for female candidate it is 2.60 meters. If candidate jumps below that specific requirement will be considered failed and disqualified. Now for shot put, both male and female candidates will be given 3 chances to cross the minimum distance requirement. For male candidate it is 4.75 meters and for female candidate it is 3.75 meters. If the candidates are not able to throw above that specified distance, he or she will be failed and considered disqualified. Those were the list of physical efficiency tests. Now proceeding on to application fees. The candidate must have to pay rupees 200 to apply for this exam. Remember this important point. Candidates are advised to apply online from their official website, that is spsc.sikkim.gov.in, on or before the stipulated date and time. Applications submitted thereafter will not be accepted and SPSC shall not be responsible for the same. Candidates are directed to bring a photo identity proof like Aadhaar card, voter card or driving license along with valid e-admit card in the examination center for proof of identity. And any further instructions, corrigendum, addendum shall be uploaded only on Sikkim Public Service Commission's website. That is all from today's notification. The link to the official notification is also given in my video description below. You guys can go and check it out. If you have found this video informative and helpful, to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel for future updates. Thank you for watching the video till the end.